Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. My name is Ancient Mew, and in today's video, we're going to be showcasing the Pokemon Black and White 4 movie collection. This collection came out on September 17th of 2019, and this is basically the Blu-ray versions of the Black and White movies. And I'm not sure if Viz Media is going to do it or not. But previously, when they announced the original Pokemon movies, and then they did the Diamond and Pearl series of movies, they actually came out with these little steelbook collections. And as of right now, there has not been any announcement at all from Viz Media, who produces the Pokemon anime into media. So I don't know if they're going to come out with a steelbook set or not. It'd be really cool if they did, just because these are just really cool cases and everything. So, but I just kind of wanted to showcase the, the packaging, what comes with it, and just kind of give a little bit about each movie that comes with that. So, if you look, it shows Zekrom, Reshiram, Kyurem, and Genesect on the cover. And then on the back, it kind of gives you a little idea about each movie. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. It's small print. But anyways, you have Victini, Pokemon the movie Black, Victini, and Reshiram, as well as Pokemon the movie White, Victini, and Zekrom. Pokemon the movie Kyurem versus the Swords of Justice. And then finally, you have Pokemon the movie Genesect and The Legend Awakened. Pokemon Black, Victini, and Reshiram, and Pokemon White, Victini, and Zekrom are essentially kind of the same movie. To kind of give you an idea about that, first we'll read the back of it, and it says, "A hero must choose the power of ideals or the courage of truth. When Ash and his friends enter a battle competition in Anandoic Town, they meet the mythical Pokemon Victini, who becomes their newest friend. But disaster strikes when the misguided wanderer Damien seizes Victini for his own plans. Can Ash prove himself a hero and earn the help of the legendary Reshiram or Zekrom to rescue Victini and save Anandoic Town? Two legends and two versions of the story. Follow them both in Pokemon the movie Black, Victini, and Reshiram, and Pokemon the movie White, Victini, and Zekrom. It's twice the Pokemon adventure." So yeah, if you haven't seen either movie, it's basically the same movie. There's just a little bit of different storytelling. Like I said, Zekrom's in one, Reshiram's in the other. And there's a few other subtle differences, with like some of the Pokemon, like some of the characters, their Pokemon might be a little bit different. It might be the opposite of, so for instance, like, there might be a Zangoose. A Pokemon might have the trainer, or the trainer might have the Pokemon Zangoose, and then in the other movie it might be a Seviper. So it's kind of like that. I do know for a fact that in one version you have a normal Hydreigon, and then in the other movie you have a shiny Hydreigon. So in that instance it's the same Pokemon, but just it's the shiny form in the other movie. But there are where the Pokemon are actually different too. But anyways, a little bit about it. Victini is the first mythical Pokemon in the Black and White series. In fact, it actually comes before the Pokedex, so it's actually 000 before you get into the first Pokemon Snivy. Zekrom is one of the legendary Pokemon and also one of the Tau legendaries. It is a Dragon Electric type. It's also the Deep Black Pokemon. And it's the Pokemon of ideals. So if you watch the Pokemon with Zekrom in there, the story's going to be talking about ideals. But if you watch the Black movie with Reshiram, then it's going to be the Pokemon of truth. And Reshiram is a Fire Dragon type, also part of the Tau trio. And it's a pretty good, interesting story, with Victini and how it all, intercorrelates with everything. So definitely check that out. And then you have Kyurem versus the Swords of Justice. And we'll read this one real quick. Ash and Pikachu, along with their friends Iris and Cillian, are on a train headed to the next stop of their journey. From the train, Ash spots an injured Pokemon they don't recognize. They're planning on rescue when the train is attacked by the legendary Pokemon Kyurem. The mythical Pokemon Keldeo is on a mission to rescue its friends, Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion, the legendary Pokemon known as the Swords of Justice, from Kyurem's icy clutches. But Kyurem has other ideas, and when it transforms into Black Kyurem or White Kyurem for greater power, things look grim. Now, this movie's not split, so Kyurem does indeed evolve into both Black Kyurem and White Kyurem, not simultaneously, but on and off throughout the movie. And this movie kind of is like the whole Three Musketeers, D'Artagnan, joining the Three Musketeers, and it's kind of like Keldeo, trying to, prove himself that he could be a Sword of Justice, and in the video games he actually is. He is a mythical Pokemon, Keldeo. Terrakion, Virizion, and Cobalion are actually the legendaries of the Unova region, and which is where Black and White takes place. And Keldeo is the cult Pokemon. He's a water fighting type. And like I said, he is part of the Swords of Justice. He actually goes through a form change when he learns a special move that will allow him to use the Sword of Justice, much like the other legendary trio. And of course, Kyurem, who is the boundary Pokemon and is the final Pokemon of the Tau trio with Zekrom and Reshiram. And he's an Ice Dragon type. And like I said, he kind of has to battle Kyurem to, prove himself. And, Ash and company join in and kind of help out with that. So, another really good movie. And then finally you have Genesect and the Legend Awakened. And this one finishes the Black and White movies. And then you have, but the story is, a vast Pokemon habitat aimed the hustle and bustle of the big city seems like the perfect new home for a group of 5 Genesect. The arrival of these mythical Pokemon quickly become a problem, though. Their nest threatens the city's power supply, and they keep attacking those who approach it. When the Genesect are joined by the legendary Pokemon Mewtwo, who sympathizes due to its own origins, things only become worse, and the confrontation quickly rages out of control. Can Ash and friends stop these 2 Pokemon before they destroy the city? You have to watch to find out. But yeah, so this movie is actually really good. It showcases Genesect, which is the final mythical Pokemon from the Unova region, Black and White series. And Genesect is the Paleozoic Pokemon. It's a bug steel type. And in this movie, it actually showcases its shiny form also. The shiny one is kind of is the leader among the other Genesect. And Mewtwo is also in this movie. And you all know Mewtwo, the genetic Pokemon, psychic type and all. And Mewtwo plays a really interesting role in this movie too. And if you've seen the original Mewtwo movie, I will tell you this much. Don't get too hyped that Mewtwo's back. Just because that it's like this movie here is like a separate canon from the original movie. So I wouldn't try to get your hopes up too high when you go see Genesect and the Legend Awakened. I mean, it's a good movie, it really is. But just don't expect the same Mewtwo from Pokemon the first movie, or even the little side movie Mewtwo Returns. It's not the same Mewtwo, which goes into a whole spiel of other alternate legendaries or more legendaries than they're let on. But anyways, Genesect kind of has the same fate as Mewtwo, where it's a Pokemon that actually has been reconfigured and redone by Team Plasma, who's the evil team in Unova. So they kind of have the same origin story where like Mewtwo was, basically created, was a clone of Mew, thanks to Team Rocket. So, but definitely check that out. I mean, check all these movies out. It's really, really good. So, and with that, we're going to open this thing up and see what it looks like on the inside. All right. So, ta-da! All right. Oh, wow. So we have Kyurem and the Sword of Justice and Genesect the Legend Awakened on one. And then we have the Victini movies on the other side. So that's really cool. Neat. Okay. So different than the other DVD Blu-ray releases. The other DVD Blu-ray releases actually came with their own separate movies. So this is the first time also that they've showcased 2 movies onto one disc. If you're unfamiliar with Blu-ray, Blu-ray can actually hold more information than standard DVDs can. So that's an interesting touch. Plus, it saves on resources, only using using less discs. But yeah, like I said, this is really cool. I'm a big fan of the anime. I've been following it for quite a while now. I didn't start out watching the anime in the beginning just because of TV, not having the right cable channels and stuff when it was on, and then, busy with school and whatnot. But slowly I was able to acquire the entire anime. And I have seen every single episode now, up except for like the latest Sun and Moon episodes, Ultra Adventures and Ultra Legends. So, but I've seen everything else prior to that. And with the movies, of course, I own all the movies, and but I've been buying like the Blu-ray releases. So far, the only movies that have been out on Blu-ray in the US anyway are the original three, Mewtwo and Mewtwo Strikes Back. The first movie, Pokemon 2000, which is one of my all-time favorites. Pokemon 3 and the Spell of the Unknown. And then you have the Diamond and Pearl series of movies with Darkrai, The Rise of Darkrai, Giratina and the Sky Warrior, Arceus and the Jewel of Life, and then you also have Zoroark, Master of Illusion, which could be argued that that's the start of Generation 5 in the movies, because it showcases Zoroark, which is, one of the main Pokemon in Generation 5, but they actually tied it in with Generation 4, because it involves the three legendary beasts from Johto, and then you have Celebi, so it's kind of one of those, like, it more showcases, like, the remakes of Gold and Silver, remakes during Gen 4, and Diamond and Pearl is Generation 4, so I can see why they would, put Zoroark and Master of Illusion in the Gen 4 movies. But right now, those are the only ones that are on Blu-ray, not counting Pokemon I Choose You and Pokemon The Power of Us, which have been the two most recent Blu-ray DVD releases of Pokemon. Movies 21 and 22, I believe. And in this November, we will have the Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, which is basically a CGI remake of the very first movie. I don't know a whole lot about it as of yet. No official English trailers or anything have been released yet. So, but chances are every time Japan releases a new Pokemon movie, they get released in the US, much later. Usually on Disney XD. They showcase it on Disney XD. But they have done the last two Pokemon movies, Pokemon I Choose You and Pokemon The Power of Us, at a limited run in theaters through the month of November. So it's possible that they could do that as well, too. And hopefully they do. I'll definitely look forward to that. And but yeah, hopefully they release all the movies on Blu-ray. I'm really excited for that. It'd be really nice, too, if they released the entire anime on Blu-ray. Currently, only the first season has been on Blu-ray, and I have not seen any leaks or information yet as far as, like, if they're going to continue the series on Blu-ray. But they have been releasing the entire anime on, like, single season box sets now. I did a video of that for the Diamond and Pearl collection, and I'll have a link to that in the description below. And definitely check that video out. And but yeah, so here's the Pokemon Black and White 4-movie collection, or really 3-movie collection. But like I said, awesome movies. I really enjoyed Generation 5. I thought it was a really nice kind of soft reboot, refresh of the Pokemon franchise. And these movies are definitely good. I mean, I love all the movies. I do have my favorites, but I do generally enjoy all of them. They're all really, really good. And like I said, I've been following the show for quite a while now. And hopefully you guys will go out and get this if you're a fan of Pokemon and weren't too sure about the Blu-ray release or anything like that. I definitely recommend getting the Blu-rays. Blu-ray discs, are a little bit better than DVDs. The quality is better, but the durability is better as well. And yeah, so anyways, this will conclude today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. And stay tuned for more videos. Thank you guys. Please like and subscribe.